everybody. Wait a minute, what's going on? Fantasy
Hmm?
Grounds. Oh, there it is. It didn't pop up right away for some reason.
Oh.
All good. Hey, everything is good. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Pokemon Tabletop United. We were playing I did a little bit backwards again. This is a roll for immersion over here. We were playing Pokemon Space Odyssey. It is a Pokemon Tabletop United campaign. Um, and we were playing it on Fantasy Grounds, our VTT of choice. It's basically just easier. Like, I think it's easier for like, what is it? Like, initiative, map making, stuff like that. Let me fix this quick. My zoom keeps flashing, but that's fine. Let's grayscale these guys. They're not here. My bad. Oop, Henry's still. Oh, come on. Sorry, I'm just taking care of this really quick. Sorry. Okay, I'm just gonna
Dropkick
do that for
the
them.
flipping smiling guy's face.
Right? Anyway.
He's not even here.
He's not. So yeah, we're playing in Fantasy Grounds. It's just we like using it for map making, or we use it for maps, for being able to see our minis. I like it for dice rolling, for initiative trackers, and just having the NPCs there when I make them when I need to. It's helpful to just have them in the game, so I don't always have to look that up in the PDFs and stuff like that. We are using music from the same Sanity, Blitzit, and Glitch City. Thank you guys so much for letting us use your music. We are playing that in Sirenscape, as you can hear in the background. Sirenscape is a soundboard, like a sound online music player. That's the word. That's what I'm trying to say this whole time. It's an online music player where you can input your own music, like upload your own stuff. They've got preset stuff in there, like right now they've got stuff from Vecna. I wish I could check it, but I always forget how to do that. But yeah, some of the new Vecna stuff going on. And yeah, so Sirenscape is amazing. If you become a Super Siren, you don't have to download or really pay for all the stuff if you want to use them. All this stuff's just there to use as long as you're a Super Siren. Otherwise, I think you could just pay for it and get it. I forgot how that works. Let's introduce the players. Hi guys.
Hello.
How are you guys doing today?
Good. It's been going good.
All
How
right.
have you been?
Oh, I've been good. I almost died in Rain of Winter today, so.
I thought you were going to say you almost just died today. I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
I almost died every day, so.
Yeah, good point.
All right. Anyway, let us start off with Sean. Why don't you introduce Robert? I almost said Henry. Robert and Gizmo to us.
I can introduce Henry too. Robert is a Pokemon professor who teaches primarily history and is on sabbatical from the university and is currently exploring the mysteries of the universe with his best little bud Gizmo, who is a fusion between a Cubone and a Farfetch'd, and he is kind of like the little class mascot.
Yeah. All right.
So I just realized I need to make a Q fetched in Pokemon Fusions.
Oh.
I haven't done that earlier.
Like a Cubone Fusion Farfetch'd. Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that at some point.
That'll be cool. Hi, River.
What's up? It's me, the one and only.
Why don't you tell us who Echo and Navi are?
Echo and Navi. Echo is an android currently looking for the purpose of why they are built and why in the world they are built and all that other fun stuff. All the same time trying to figure out what the hell emotions are. Half of the time in IRL, this river's still figuring emotions out sometimes.
It's always fun
And
to
you
figure them
got,
out together.
oh yes. And then you got Navi, little companion that's tagging along with Echo, trying to sort out their emotions as well.
Nice. That's awesome. I'm so excited to see what happens with you guys. Like, because especially with the upgrades and stuff, I plan on having that. I have ideas for Echo that you'll slowly, both you and Robert, that I have slowly ideas for. um, then we are missing our two players today. Edward is out and about at a forgot which where he said he was right now, but I think he's just hanging out with friends, which it's all good. I'm sure he hasn't seen those buddies in a while, so I'm guessing yeah, he's with them right now. But all is well. We wish him good luck in hanging out with his friends. He is playing Adolfin and Luthu. Adolfin is a elf from the planet of Zyzipso, essentially a comet planet where it got a trail, like almost like a tail, like a comet tail, following behind it, creating a nebula that a couple few other planets are tailing behind it as well, while as it circles a star or a sun or yeah, something like that. He left home. He left home because he wished to see the world, or the universe, or the galaxy. It's not a universe. He wished to see the galaxy that he's seen in his books, like all the deserts that he saw. He's been very interested in the grass-type planet that's actually kind of close to his house or to his planet. But he also has not that much of an inkling of returning close to home. So Luthu is his. I still don't know what to call him. He didn't call him a friend. He didn't call him a acquaintance. He's like a pet, but he's also not a pet. I forgot what he called him, but Luthu is his companion. I will say it right now. I think basically keeps him calm in stressful situations. But yes, he brings Luthu along with for the ride, and tries not to get into battles too much with Luthu, like where he doesn't really want Luthu to get into fights, but if it happens, it happens. Plus, Luthu seems to find it kind of exciting, like especially when he gets zoomies, he just fights everything. And then we have Henry. We think Johnny's not doing too well, or he was up late last night, so him getting sleep is very important. He plays Henry, a human from Zorokoro. Oh, thanks, Gilead. He plays Adolfin. He plays Henry, a human from Zorokoro, with his companion Teduardo, that he saved from a burning forest explosion. We'll get more into that later. But he wants to be a coordinator and hasn't had really the chance to be his coordinator self. Oh, sweet. Okay. So, Schoolier has generously donated a Jinx point to me and a Hero point to Robert. John?
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Robert got a hero point.
Oh, thank you, Scolia.
Yeah. I'm just adding that in.
I was reading something that I had an email that I didn't realize that I had.
All good.
So, yeah.
Oh.
I have a meeting at 2:30, so luckily that won't interrupt anything. So
yeah. Well, actually, I can get rid of this guy now and hide that. Yeah. So, and yes, like I said, Todoardo is his Hisuian Teddy Ursa. And Henry wants to be a coordinator, but there's also a bunch of stuff we still don't know about Henry. Bam! Get out of there, synthetic salamander. Wait, do not destroy it. Uh-oh. Not published. Oh, yeah, it's not published, so I can just get rid of it. Bam. There we go. You're banned. Because it didn't pop up in the thing, so I couldn't just delete it. Yeah. Okay.
What
Anyway.
happened?
Oh, I had a likely harasser restricted, so it didn't pop up in chat. So I just banned the bot instead of just deleting the chat. Which was weird that it did that. I thought I was just gonna post it. Anyway, yeah. So before I get into anything else, everybody is using Hero Forge minis, and they have amazing Hero Forge as well minis. I love them so much. If they wish, well, actually, no, I'd be able to play with them, but I think they'd look just fine. I don't know if they want to change anything with kit bashing now a thing. So, but yeah, I don't even know if you guys can do kit bashing because you have to be subscribed to it or something, right?
I'm not sure. I think you have to.
Yeah, I could try it eventually, but I think I don't want to mess things up, so unless they want me to add stuff in there and try to add things, I can try it, but I think we'll leave it as is for now. But yes, Hero Forge does kit bashing now, which I absolutely loved. I messed around with Sykes, gave him some new weapons, gave him 2 bows and a shield on his back, when normally you can only have 1 weapon or a shield or something on your back. Put some goggles on him, basically put all my gear on there, so yes, to use kit bash, you need to be on a pro sub. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, with that, I have to thank everyone for joining today. Chat, if you'd like, there are rewards that you guys can request. There's channel points down there known as the ID rewards, the ID points. And you can use those points to redeem, you can give inspiration, you can give insight, you can heal the Pokemon with the pocket Pokemon in the Pokemon Center. That one just revives. It's basically like a revive full restore, or like a max revive full restore kind of thing. I don't know what that's called, if that's a thing, but it basically heals their Pokemon to full. They can use all their dailies and everything back as if they had been healed at a Pokemon Center, but it only works on one Pokemon, or it works on the players as well if they go down. But yeah, and you can also you can donate for magic items. You could donate for basically insight bonus. You can donate to give bonuses to their stats and stuff like that too. Or if you wish and you want to donate a monetary value, you don't have to, but if you would like to, it's appreciated. Like Skulea did, you can donate. So it's I have it up there so I can actually see that. So for $1, you can donate consumable items. It's basically it's like 5 Pokeballs or 5 potions and stuff. Just something simple. Consumable items that are one use. For $5, you can donate a hero point or a jinx point. Hero points and jinx points are these little things right here. Sean has that red Pokeball over there. I have this Master Ball. They can be used to reroll failed attempts at an attack. They can be used to keep your. I won't be using it for this kind of thing, but Sean could be using it to keep his Pokemon or himself at 1 HP if he were to go down, or he could use it to keep his if he's fighting a Pokemon he wants to catch, he could leave the Pokemon at 1 HP then instead of basically giving his Pokemon move the false swipe effect. For $10, you could donate for a Plot Twist, Flashback card, or Hero cards. Hero cards, like these right here, are basically a one-use power that they can use on their move, or it gives them an ability that it's a one-time use ability. We will try our best to, if we end up getting them, to convert them over to PTU. But if they don't work well, they can use it as essentially a 4th and free hero point. Flashback cards or plot twists are cards. They have the same thing, but plot twists are cards that change the scope of battle. Plot twist cards usually only happen for the one session. Not too much of a change, but sometimes it can throw things for a loop. Or you got flashback cards, which the flashback cards basically the same thing as plot twist cards, but they make it so maybe the player remembered something from their past that they didn't know about. Like maybe they forgot about a person, or maybe they have an item that was in their bag that they forgot that was in there. Stuff like that can happen. Basically, just whatever the card reads. Yeah, $15 you can donate a critical token, as you can see Echo has down below them. Critical tokens are basically as they are. That GS ball can be used to crit. You can use it on a crit throw for a Pokeball throw to try and capture a Pokemon, which adds plus 10. But I've decided that if you use that token, you'll add a plus 20 instead to your roll, or to the check that you need. Basically making it because you would need to roll a D100, and you have to roll under the number that is needed. So it would actually subtract and make it easier to catch it. Crit tokens can be used to... and hero points can be used to requisition ideas for the GM that aren't in the rules. I will point that out too. But yeah, other than that, yeah, critical tokens are essentially like they're just a free crit. You can, for $20, you can donate a random encounter. Anytime something is happening, if the players are in a conversation or anything of the sort, a Pokemon encounter will happen. Now, this Pokemon will be a little bit stronger than a normal boss. It's not a boss fight, but it's like it'll be a stronger encounter where I might just have, instead of a bunch of Pokemon, I just might have one stronger Pokemon, just so they don't have to fight a bunch of things and have it last forever. But it will be a little bit stronger. So basically, like a not a boss buff, but a wandering boss kind of thing. For 25, you can basically buff the creature. You can buff a creature in the game that they're fighting. Either give it a move it doesn't normally know, change its typing, give it a type additionally, so it might have more types. For $30, you can donate a magic item, which is it's a stronger item than the channel point donated one. Channel point ones are usually items from the store, or some we might create based on that, but the magic item $30 ones will be actually like they might be items that increase your base stats but whenever you wear it or something like that, or might give you a move tied to the strike, so like you do a struggle attack plus a move, or just creates a really amazing item. And then for the last one, if you'd like to, it's $50 for the secret menu item. Basically, that is a one-time mention, story changer that changes the scope of the game over the whole campaign sometimes, or at least for the next few games if it does anything really big. But usually, yeah, it changes like immensely. And so for today's secret menu item, I've been thinking about this because I was trying to figure out from last week what we were going to do. Oh shit, that's right, I forgot. Also, there was the 10,000 channel bit from last time. I was supposed to think about what that item was.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that.
Yeah.
Also.
No,
Oops.
I forgot, but now I do remembered, so I will be thinking about it during this game, and I will have it show up, at least during this game for sure. I'm gonna think super hard, but once again, Schoolie donated it, and he said for the party to fight over, so you guys will then decide who gets it. Sorry, I got off track. Secret menu item. So the players are on their way back from the what is it? The Psycho Camp. They still have to kind of get back to the ship and then decide where they want to go from there. But right now they are currently traveling back from there to Sandy Oasis, I think is what I called it. The port town where they left their ship. And let me go to World of It real quick, just so I can remember the name for sure. This won't be too long. Sandy Ridge. Yep. Okay, so the secret menu. Oh, get here. I'm trying to like click out and it's clicking in. So the secret menu item for today is on their way back. The party will find signs of a temple nearby, and it will be fairly obvious, and there will be something special at this temple. So if we hit that
that's
secret,
intriguing.
if we hit the secret menu item today, then yes, there will be a temple that shows up, and there will be something extremely special at this temple. All right. And then, other than that, if you decide to subscribe, all new subscriptions and also renewed subscriptions make a creature get buffed, which basically just turns it into a shiny Pokemon. So, which is really cool because I mean, even though we're in a space campaign where there's basically all shiny Pokemon, it basically makes it. You could almost say it gets double shiny. So, yeah. But if it's like a normal Pokemon and it just becomes shiny, it can just get a new move or get new stuff, just stuff like that. So, yeah. Alright. I changed the channel point stuff. You guys ready? Oops.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, I gotta just change my music because I need to get a new card so I can make everything smooth. I got it, but I had to return it because it wasn't compatible with my computer. So, yeah. But I know what I can get, I think. Which should be fine. There we go. Recap. Alright. Last time on the Pokemon Space Odyssey, the heroes had an encounter with a giant earthworm. After being immensely injured after a boat crash, the earthworm had come out of the ground and started terrorizing the camp. Robert, with his quick-thinking aura strikes, managed to land a bunch of good hits, along with Echo coming in and thinking it would be a good idea to, and it was a great plan, but they didn't know that the earthworm had an ability that could heal it back up. But it gave it enough, with more attacks in between, it got enough injuries where it lowered a bunch of its health, and they managed to take it down fairly swiftly. They ended up finding out from the Psycho leader Drake that he needed this crystal that he took from Retordite in order to essentially wake up a Pokemon that'll help them build a new home, one more permanent, so they don't have to move around. And shortly after the players and the heroes had decided that might not be a good idea for him to do that, he kind of just decided, I mean, it's, our choice, and this is what we're doing, so, and he took it as a ship came along, a little white Tic Tac ship came and picked up Drake, and they flew off towards the west. Henry managed to spot who the pilot was and wrote it down in their book as he jotted it down. And that's where we leave. I forgot that Roscoe had told he was gonna stick around and watch the camp, basically help them rebuild because they were, but also he's gonna be getting those gems back and stuff like that. So as he helps them around, he's also going to be collecting those. But he offers you the boat that he, Echo, and Adolphin came in along because he has a way back. He says he can ride back on his Mudsdale. And then as you take the boat, technically that's where we left off. You guys can decide what you want to do. You guys have a boat. And the scene is yours.
Well, Robert is mostly sleeping until we get back to the I forgot what it's called, something Sands
The Sandy Ridge.
or Sandy Ridge, yeah.
Yeah.
Because well, first of all, was getting his hair plucked out if he didn't, but also he does relish the being able to just nap and heal his wounds.
Gotcha. All right. Echo, is there anything you wish to do before we start making rolls to make our way back to Sandy Ridge, or did you want to go somewhere else?
Go back to the ship.
Go back to the ship? Okay. Alright, well, in that case, and since Adolfin is not here, I can get rid of his sheet. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing what we did last time, because it essentially took 2 days to get back, but I had you roll 5 times, so we're still gonna do that. Is that good?
Unless we get a natural 20.
Yeah, unless... Oh yeah, which reminds me. I gotta open that thingy. Whoops. Where is it? Tables. Okay. Planet travel. Okay, so... okay, since you guys are just going back, who wants to roll me the first d20?
I'll roll the first unlucky d20 here.
I believe in you.
You shouldn't. Oh, but
My
also my
faith
fantasy
is
ground is
with
lagging.
Oh.
Come on, here.
The...
Hold on, 1 sec. There we go.
Ooh.
Oh, I nearly landed on a 20.
Yeah, it hovered on it for a bit.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Was there before? Okay, so... Okay, before I do this, Sean, there was something you wanted to do, correct? You were telling me this before the game? Or did you want to wait?
That's true. Maybe after this encounter, because he's still trying to rest a little bit, but whatever happens here, Robert will do it afterwards.
Okay. Alright, as you, are speeding through the waters, Robert, you're kind of like as you take a little nap, and Echo, I think Henry's also taking a nap because he's also very battered and bruised. Adolfin is kind of just taking care of Luthu, sitting in the back. You okay with driving?
With the technology, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Okay, yeah. So, I will say, since you're the one paying attention, you see what looks to be a couple, like, almost like... Okay. You see what looks like... You know how when the water splits and it almost looks like a wave crash? But, like, you know, when you're driving through the boat, it's like it's creating that wave. So, since this is mud... since this is mud, you find what looks to be a giant gouge in the mud. It hasn't settled, but it almost looks like a... Make me a tech... You know what? Yeah, make me a technology education.
If it is like priority, I think either focus or technology or acrobatics.
Yeah, you can do technology.
Okay, where's my technology? Okay. I've not rolled a technology check in a hot minute.
You can tell this track looks like... Well, it's bigger than your boat, that's for sure.
Oh. Do you relay this to Robert, who is sleeping?
Yeah, hold up. Echo is going to make the boat just slowly stop until it's like about good some ways away, about a good 20 to 30 feet, and looks at Robert, gets up, and it just leans over and it pokes his snoot.
He kind of lifts the hat off his eyes because he sleeps with like his hat down. He's like, "Well, are we already back at Shady Sands, Sandy Ridge?"
No, we haven't. There is currently a mud right in front of us, just points that direction.
Uh, can I check like to see if that track looks like a Pokemon that I might know?
Roll me a Pokemon education.
All right. Oops. What's it again? Oh yeah, 46. I mean, it might not even be a Pokemon. It could be something else.
Just say you don't think it looks like a Pokemon track.
Okay. Does it kind of look like the sand sled track that we were leaving behind us?
Well, yeah, because you guys are in one right now, but this is bigger.
Oh, okay.
This track
but,
is bigger
but it
than
does
the sand
look,
sled track. Yep.
but it does look like.
Mm-hmm.
But it has a similar shape though, still, despite being bigger.
No.
Oh.
Roll me a perception check, you guys.
Oh boy. Well, I'll fail
This
that
won't
one.
this won't be difficult. But if you roll too low, then yeah.
Wow, I actually did better than Echo.
Okay, yeah. I will say it's kind of hard to see, but you see what looks like at the end. Like the track goes on for a while, but with the oasis kind of almost like miraging. Above the mirage looks like a smoke, billowing smoke. Not like, yeah, it's hard to see, but you can definitely see some smoke rising.
I kind of just point at it, and I'm like, "Do you think we should go check on that? I'm not so
Sure.
injured that I, would be unable to."
Let's inch forward at least a little bit more and check it out.
Okay. By the way, Neil, did I
Hmm.
heal enough, or did I, what is the travel time long enough for me to heal another wound
I would say
or injury?
after the first day's event. But I will say in this kind of case, sure, a day would go by. Go ahead and heal another injury.
Okay, because yeah, I was like, it's like I don't actually know how.
Oh, make sure you knock off 2, because I gave you the bandage.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I heal 2 at a time. Thank you so much for that.
If you really want to, I can always buy another bandage too. I could craft them as well.
That would actually be very, very helpful because like a Lucario / Robert's whole thing is the more injuries I have, the stronger I get. So it's like I will be getting injuries a lot probably.
Yeah. Okay. So you all healed? You got your injuries healed?
Yep,
Not all of
I
them,
have only
obviously,
4 left. Yay.
but nice.
I'm almost fully healed.
What's your focus rank? And
Mine?
you guys are moving up slowly, right?
Focus? Oh,
No,
man,
not focus. Sorry, no. So rewind. You guys said you were moving up slowly, or moving up the track, or what are you doing?
Moving up slowly, but just to enough away from it to just
See it from
least
afar.
walk up. See it from afar, about like good 15 feet away at most.
Okay. Why don't you roll me a stealth check then?
Just Echo, since Echo's the one driving.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, you feel like you managed to, at a certain point, you kind of like not really shut off the engine, but you shut off the engine in a way that makes it so you can still scoot forward.
We're coasting.
Coasting, yeah. Without making noise in the engine. Or I guess you wouldn't turn it off, but you managed to slow down the engine far enough where it stops making noise, and now you're coasting in. Then yeah, Sean, what was your focus rank?
My focus rank. Oh yeah, it's intuition. That's really good. I'm like, what? My focus rank is only 2.
Okay.
Oh man, man, if you ask me, mine is expert.
Yeah.
Can you roll me a focus?
I intend to make my focus better, but I have not yet. Uh, 10.
You feel you're okay. Your aura seems to kind of shift. Like a feeling in your aura, kind of almost like you get goosebumps.
And also, intuition is the one that's tied to aura, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that's the one that like all the aura guardian stuff goes off of is intuition.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay,
it
yeah.
doesn't matter, but yeah.
Your aura kind of just gives off a weird frequency. I don't even know what to call it a frequency, but it's like you get goosebumps from your aura. It doesn't really tell you much.
Echo, I have a bad feeling about this, but I still don't know if we should approach or not. We should maybe still get a little bit closer, but be prepared for maybe a fight.
Alright, I'll inch it a little bit more close, but after that we're gone. The thing pops up.
Okay, roll me a perception check. Both of
Then
you.
we get snapped to both of us. Yeah.
Actually, I'll do this one too. Okay. Robert, you don't see anything.
Yeah.
Or-
He needs better glasses.
yeah. Echo, you you end up, now that you're closer, you can definitely see the like kind of what looks like be like an aircraft, like almost like an old. It almost looks like a fighter plane, but it's built to look like it's a spaceship fighter plane, like an old, like a World War II fighter jet, but it's a spaceship. And
Yeah, okay, keep going. Sorry.
and from behind one of the wings, because it crashed nose first, with the tail sticking up, from one of the wings behind you, you almost see like a white foot.
Echo's gonna kneel it.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just got distracted. Like someone just came into my room and asked me some stuff. So.
Nope, you're good. Yeah, what do you do, Echo?
I'm going to quickly point this out to Robert.
Yep. Oh,
Okay,
what
yeah.
happened?
So, Echo points out he points out what looks at you. It's kind of hard for you to see, but he says he sees a white, or they see a white foot behind the wing of one of the airplane that you now see in front of you. You see a foot, but you don't see any whiteness or whatever to it.
Okay. Is it moving?
No.
I'm like, please get closer. I also, does this thing look like it crashed almost? Because if you saw
Yeah,
billows.
It definitely is
Okay.
nose first in the ground and its tail is up in the air.
Okay, yeah. We need to check this out immediately. This person could be hurt.
I do not like this fish. Hold up, let me try something. I'm gonna throw a bit of meat.
So what are you doing?
I'm going to use one of my thingamabobs. Actually, hold up. Hey, Robert, what's your throwing range, real quick?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Because you might throw
six.
a lot. 6? Okay, you're throwing a lot.
Yeah, I've got a
All right.
I've got a decent arm.
Yeah, Echo pulls out like a small jar of honey and hands it to you and says, "This is for bait. Throw it right a ways from us. It's about over yonder, over there."
Okay. I'll do so. Yeah, and I grab it and toss it where Echo pointed to.
You toss the honey jar 6 meters away, or 6 squares away, I guess, and it lands in the sand. Roll me a percentage.
How do I do this?
No, Sean's the one rolling it or throwing it.
Oh yeah,
so-
I guess I have no one through it. Yeah. 74.
Right.
I
Your
hope.
goal is to break it, right?
Actually, I don't know. Echo just told me to throw it. I don't know
Okay.
if I need.
What
But
was
yeah.
your goal? Did you want to break it or just throw a jar of honey?
I probably would have intended it for it to shatter because I'm guessing Echo wanted the smell to get out.
Okay.
Oh, but I also would have had the lid off too, just in case.
Okay, so as you throw it and this honey goes flying across, and some of it comes spurting out and it's just like lands on the ground. I will say the jar does not break, but the honey is all out on the floor now, or on the sand and the mud and the stuff. But it kind of hits the ground with a. Doesn't really make any sound.
I
or
guess it
anything,
is
so-
mud, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I just
and it
turned back. I'm
doesn't-
like, what was that for?
They went.
Okay.
Would that do anything, Mr. GM?
Nothing seems to be coming out. Actually, you do see what comes out of the mud. What seems to be a little crab. And it comes up and it starts like munching on the honey.
Hey! Pokemon, check that.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, what kind of crab is it? There's a lot of crab Pokemon, so.
Pokemon education.
Yep. We don't have
I was not. This
Pokedexes
was something. Yeah. You guys don't have Pokedexes yet. Well, actually, I think I said you could have them in your watch, but if you don't want them and you want to go buy them later, that's fine too. So.
Oh,
15?
true. Yeah. We haven't
Yeah.
bought them. Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly, I had an idea of where it was, but I forgot. I think it's not ground type, but I will do it anyway. It's a claw.
Oh yeah. So this one's gonna be a bug round instead of a bug rock.
What?
Because Cloth is bug rock, so this
It's
is
straight
bug
rock.
rock.
Cloth isn't a bug.
Oh, he's not. Oh,
Yeah,
never
I'm
mind.
pretty
I
sure.
thought- Okay. Yeah, I don't actually remember. It's been a while since I've never actually like used a cloth, so I have no idea.
I think he's just straight rock type. He just looks like a crab. Like
Okay.
a rock crab or whatever, mud crab.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought he was like the
yeah.
same thing as Crustle.
But yeah, so this cloth comes out of the ground. He's actually pretty big. I keep forgetting how big they are.
Oh, yeah.
He comes out and he just starts nibbling on the honey. And
And they make a really scary sound.
Actually, it's not a ground type. It's
Yeah, it's a
a
rock type, right?
rock type.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
It's
thought.
rock.
So this one
Yeah,
probably
I thought he
rock
was
ground
bug rock.
in the
but
sense
yeah.
of it being from this planet. It's rock ground, so
Yeah.
or just straight ground. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, so this cloth comes out of the ground and starts munching on the honey.
I just turned back. It's like, what is it that this was supposed to do?
That white foot, I want to see if it was a Pokemon or not.
Ah, I see. That's a good point, actually. I didn't
Um,
even think about that.
If you guys don't want to do anything about the cloth, hit them.
Is the ground safe enough to walk on?
It's muddy, difficult terrain,
Okay,
but
but
it's
is it
almost
quiet?
like watery. Yeah, be like a
I
water.
guess when I say safe enough, I also mean quiet enough too.
Yeah, I'll give you like a +2 for stealth if you ever plan on doing stealth.
Okay, because I might
But yeah,
get
it's
out
kind of
and
like a
try to
knee
walk
water
towards.
high. It's kind of like a knee high water.
Okay. So
for
yeah,
an
I'll
oasis,
walk
so it's
slowly towards
Uh,
at least to get around like to the point where I can see more of the foot, or at least leg attached to the foot.
Okay. You start getting closer, and the cloth kind of looks at you. Then he goes back to eating the honey, and you kind of make your way around the cloth, and you start getting closer to the wing where this foot is. Now that you're closer, roll me a perception check with a +5.
+5. Okay.
Yeah. Also, hi, Rafi. Okay, 9.
Oh hey.
Yeah, he's lurking, but he's still there. Yeah, so with a 9, it's still kind of difficult to see because it is fairly, like, almost total cover behind it. You can roll me a Pokemon Education if you like, because it is almost Pokemon looking.
True.
oh man, if you didn't get, actually, yeah, Echo's going to fall with you.
You're gonna follow behind him. Okay, so you
So
kind of-
so this foot almost has like a paw or a Pokemon-esque looking foot,
hang on.
not necessarily.
River or Echo, as you kind of pull the ship or to aside in the boat to kind of settle it, and then you also kind of walk by the cloth as he kind of looks at you, and as he finishes eating the honey, he just kind of like scuttles back into the ground. And you
Oh,
just,
before it goes back, when it looks up, Echo will just wave at it.
as the cloth dives into the ground, and then a little claw comes out and goes like as a wave, and then he pulls it back in. Like he's waving to you. And then you kind of start walking up. You're still a little bit behind where Robert is, but yeah, you can definitely make your way towards
Oh
him.
yeah, here's a fun thing with phasing. I could activate it, and any difficult terrain I experience becomes normal terrain for me.
Damn.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, you just kind of start almost what looks like you almost like jump, and then you're kind of like hovering on the. Wait, what was the ability? Is it like from? I just want to make sure I'm describing it correctly.
Capabilities.
Oh, okay. What was the capability though? Nature walk?
Phasing.
Phasing. Oh, phasing doesn't help you. Oh, I guess it would in that case. Okay, yeah. So.
Yeah, I become intangible pretty much.
Yeah, but that I figured that was for walking through like walls and stuff, not through water.
But it also works on difficult terrain too.
Oh, okay. Well,
Like
I guess in
you
that
can walk,
case-
you can walk through walls, and you're immune to difficult terrain.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, so yeah. So instead of what I thought it was gonna look like, Echo just kind of starts walking through, but he's not making any splashes or anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, Robert, your Pokemon education tells you that this is definitely a paw of some sort, like a white paw. It is still difficult because there are a lot of Pokemon with white paws, but that is a good check for definitely saying it's definitely like Pokemon-ish.
Yeah, that kind of increases my speed. I'm still stealthing, but I am trying to approach faster now because I can't let an injured animal, it's like This is a dangerous situation. Also, how is the spaceship looking? Does it look like it's like explosive or like?
No, it looks like it runs on like gas, which is weird, but it's not like explosive. Like it's very old fashioned for a spaceship.
So as far as Robert can tell, though, like this ship is not a danger in and of itself, like of blowing up or something.
Roll me a.
Yeah, this is probably gonna be a tech education. I'm assuming.
Actually, roll a tech education.
The
Oh,
ship
we're
is
all gonna
just waiting
die.
for.
It has a nuclear reactor. It's gonna blow up and it's gonna kill everyone.
You should have just let Echo do.
Oh
Echo.
yeah, but
You know what? Rather than that, because you don't know what this contraption like thing is. Roll me an intuition. So that's the closest thing I could think of for like history check and stuff like that. Or would that be general education?
general education is like history. Intuition is like.
Roll me a
Figuring
general. Yeah, roll me a general education then.
I have to find out what mine is. Oh, I did rank up in that. Nice. Yeah. I forgot. Medicine and tech are the only two things I'm not above average at.
Okay, so I will say this check that you rolled, it doesn't tell you much, but this ship feels familiar somehow.
Oh. I still quicken pace to find out more about this injured thing.
Echo is going to quickly become invisible.
Okay, you turn invisible as Echo just vanishes.
Also, is that
Robert.
like aura feeling that I had, like getting stronger too?
I was just about to say, roll an intuition
okay.
check
Yeah.
for your aura.
Also, sadly, like right after this, I have to go to the bathroom. So,
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Oh wait, oops. I need to get my +2 in there. Ah. Sorry, 1 sec. I forgot what rank it was in. Okay, it's 5.
Alright, so in this instance, you go to kind of concentrate your aura and see who's on the other side of this, kind of to check, to see, like you can't
Or
really
what?
tell. Yeah, you can't really tell, like, who or what it usually is with an aura just based on their sense, the emotional state kind of thing. But you felt this aura not like 5 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
And a little too late because she rolled higher. Someone pops out from behind and throws an aura sphere at you.
Okay. How much damage does it do? Because I can't dodge it.
But because I wanted to make sure you have aura sphere, right?
Yes.
Okay, I wanted to make sure that was from the class because I haven't actually made her character yet.
Oh yeah. Nope. That
So,
definitely.
How much does?
It's under Aura Guardian, I think. Actually,
Yeah.
even.
Okay, so I do have the ability to put the move in the thing though. So, aura sphere. I'm just gonna do the attack because I don't have her stats. Maybe I'll add +5 to it just because I think 5 is what you start out with. So.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so 280 plus 10, so 15.
And you do still roll a d20 to see if it crits, even though
right.
it auto hits.
Thank you.
So
That is
yeah,
correct.
even though it auto hits, you can still critically succeed.
Okay.
Yeah.
No auto, or no crit, but it is an auto hit.
Yep.
So 15. 2d8. You take 23 points of fighting damage, special.
Special 23.
As a young well, 29-year-old, I guess not really young, but compared to you, pretty young.
Yeah.
As a humanoid main food jumps out from behind, ready to attack Robert. I can't see him. Oh, it's because it's froze. God damn it. Alright. I'm just waiting for Sirenscape to upload so I can... Like I said, I need a better RAM card installed so it goes quicker. Unless it's just based on the internet, but I'm pretty sure it's my computer, so... Sorry, I'm just trying to change the music. There it is. Okay. Are you muted, Sean? Oh, sorry. Alright, so, Echo. This person just comes out from behind the, hang on, sorry. Get out of here.
Okay, sorry about that.
No, you're good.
I had another interruption, so.
Okay. So, yeah, you get a aura sphere thrown at your face. You could tell who it was, but it was a little too late as she took the initiative.
Yeah.
She actually rolled. That was kind of a slow initiative for who acted first, being who saw who first.
Yeah.
Echo, you see, this, it's like a humanoid Pokemon-looking thing, jump out from behind the wing and just throw, almost like a force. Like it's kind of hard to see an aura sphere, but I mean, unless it actually does have kind of a color to it, she throws like a blue sphere at Robert, and
it does look. Does it look similar to like me, where it's like Pokemon human head or human body Pokemon head?
Yeah.
Okay, there are several things.
Yeah, no problem, Edward. You want to join? Just join whenever. We'll get you in. This is too long. Then just go ahead and hang out. We'll be fine. But yes, you see this. Yeah, you see this Pokemon-headed humanoid figure jump out from behind the wing and throw essentially a ball of light at Robert and hit him square in the chest.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not good at all. Echo, because facing an invisibility profile are in play.
Yep.
Would it get closer to this individual that just out of nowhere attacked one of her friends?
Okay.
Am I close enough?
You were behind. Yeah, I'll say we're in light initiative, so we're not like in an actual like speed initiative order. But we are. But I will say like you guys can kind of have an action on whenever you wish. She technically went first, and now you're going, and then I'll say Robert, you can go after Echo, and then you guys can kind of go whichever way you want. But since she beat the initiative for Robert, she will be technically at the start of the round. But yeah, so you can get close enough because you were behind him, so you can then take your move to get up closer if you wish to.
Yeah, take the move because may or may not do either magnitude or hyperdrive. I can't decide.
Oh God.
Let me flip a coin on that one, actually. Because Echo saw hostility, and hostility has to be met with more hostility. Oh, fuck
God.
it. I'm going to roll it.
Oh crap.
Hyper voice it is.
Poof. Alright, roll your d20. I think Hyper Voice has an AC.
Yeah, it does. It has a AC of 2.
Yeah, just go ahead and straight roll it, because like I said, I don't have stats for her, so... actually, Sean, I'll go based off your stats. What is your special evade? I think Hyper Voice is special, right?
Yeah, for me it's only a 1.
Okay, so you
But
just need to
I also
roll
haven't really
higher
been
than a
putting
3.
Yeah, I haven't really been putting anything into
Yeah,
defenses.
that's fine. I'll probably say she's probably the same way. So yeah, just a 1 AC, 1 evasion.
Alright. This is going to be.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, and also, does she have weapons?
No.
Okay. So she
Alright.
at least doesn't have her weapons that are very scary.
Hey. Edward! Hello.
Oh, nice.
Hang on. I'll get out of here. And... put you in.
Also, even though Edward just arrived, this actually might be a good time for a break too, actually.
Oh.
Yeah,
Before
can we
the
take
fight.
a break?
Edward, do you want a
quick
quick break?
break.
And if you need some drinks and stuff like that, or... Okay. So, with that, everybody kind of had their turn, but we'll come back to Robert, because, well, technically it would be Robert's turn next. But we will go take a quick break, so we can set up, now that we got an Edward here. So yeah, don't go away.
Hi.
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 We'll be right back. Just don't go away. Get some drinks, get some breaks, and whatever you need to do. So we'll probably be back in about 10-15 minutes, so don't go away.
Sweet.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Give me 2 seconds. I will get that song back playing.
One,
But I also have to get
2,
Edward in here.
3, 4.
Where did Edward picture go? There you are. Edward.
Yeah, that was 4 of them, Neil, not one.
Oops.
Oh, he's bigger than everyone else.
Yeah.
Oops. There we go. That's fine. Yeah, so let me get that. Alright, so while I'm kind of messing with all this stuff right here, we get back to so yes, Robert just had someone just throw essentially a blue light at his chest and make him go. Yeah, basically just nailed him right in the chest, and it I don't know how it was a bunch of damage.
It hurt,
but it was
it hurt a
definitely
little bit.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So now we got back to Echo. Echo just off screen, or while we were waiting on the break, they rolled their damage. And yeah, so Echo just turns back visible as, I don't know, how does it look? You're using your guitar to do it, or are you just screaming at this point?
Oh, should I do?
Because you kind of run past Robert to scream.
Like
get in their
Echo.
face.
Echo would unlash their jaw for a moment,
Ah, whoa.
open wide, and there's this speaker appearing their
Oh,
voice
shit.
box. And without the restraints from, being in Echo's throat, it is pouring and it lets out it strummed their guitar and then screaming out death metal.
Damn. So yeah, you just. So Echo just kind of almost like animatronic style, their jaw just disconnects and the speaker shows up and goes and just blasts her basically face first, point blank, and her eyes just kind of roll over and she just falls into the dirt.
So are we already out of combat?
Yeah. That's it.
I mean, I guess she
you-
was injured from the crash.
Yeah, I was gonna say she does have a bunch of injuries on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Robert just sprints up to her and cradles her in his arms.
You guys, and then at this point, Adolfin, you had come running up from you kind of were hanging back with the boat as the guys were kind of going to see what was up. Because someone should have stayed, but then they were almost taking a little bit too long, and you kind of want to see what's happening as well. So you had gotten out of the boat and made your way up, and now you see. At that point, you would have heard Echo just blast this death metal from their face, and then this lady just drops to the ground. And yeah, that's where we find you guys.
Right.
I will say that Henry is still in the boat. He's still recovering as well, but he will stay there for now.
Question for the GM.
Yeah, what's up?
Are potions usable on people?
Yes, they are. How potions work, they kind of work the same as they do in D&D, but there's no death saves in this. The death is if you take, what was it again, Sean? It was negative 200% of your HP, or
Yep.
there was also 10,
Or 50 HP,
or 50 HP?
whichever one's lower. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Or
it's
higher. I don't remember
50
which
HP or negative 200% of whatever, because you could, yeah.
Absolutely fine. Absolutely
one.
fine.
And then the
or-
other way is receiving 10 wounds,
Yeah.
injuries.
But yeah, when you heal someone, they heal from 0. So
Sure, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
Seeing Robert's, why did I roll now there? Run up to this lady and cradling her. Did you know this person?
Yes, it's my daughter.
Oh dear. And Edelfin will run forward with pulling out a potion
Okay.
to use.
All right. So you used it on her, and as you're healing it, you will be able to use it on her, as you kind of pour it down her throat to have her drink it. Technically, I guess potions are sprays, but I will say they can either be a spray or a drink. You know, so kind of whatever you wish it to be.
Probably unscrew it. If it is a spray, just unscrews the top and pulls it down the throat.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, as you do that, she kind of starts coughing a bit, but she's awake. You guys hear a, wait, did I hear you say her daughter? Robert, this voice sounds very familiar to you.
Oh.
It almost sounds like a macaw type of bird. And if you wish to look around the corner from where the wing was,
Yeah.
as Adolfin is busy kind of holding her and healing her, you see a familiar sight of a I don't remember if I have their picture downloaded yet, but let me see really quick if I do. I'm hoping I did, because that would be amazing. Please let me say I did. Nope, I didn't. Oh, I do have her picture though too, so I'll be able to show her as well. I don't think I do, but I will be able to for next time for sure. Unless I can get it really quick. But I do have who you guys are healing, so I will at least show that as well first. So she is there.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. You see essentially what looks like a white furred and you've seen this Pokemon before because your party member Henry has one, a Mainfu. And it's a humanoid, almost looks kind of like Robert, in the sense that it has a Pokemon head and a human body. But yeah, you hear. Did I hear you say it's your daughter? And it is a. You look around the corner, and it is a Squawkabilly humanoid being.
Oh my gosh, I thought it was gonna be Howlucha, but it's Squawkabilly. Oh, that's so funny.
Actually, because I was debating on. I think it was no, it's a Chatot. Sorry, because it actually looks like a tropical parrot kind of looking thing.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
I was thinking Squawkabilly, but no, I think it'd be more of that. But this humanoid Chatot kind of like is like almost like peeking out from behind something, and you notice this girl or this person's name. Actually, roll me a general education, and I'm gonna need to
see if
open
I
up
even
Hero
remember.
Forge because I need to remember the name. Yeah, in
Roll
which
the
case-
general education yourself too.
Yeah.
Mm.
No. In which case, then I'll just download the picture quick and then I can show them too. It's hard to pinpoint this person. It's if you perhaps might have known him as from really long ago.
Mm-hmm.
But they look different now. So yeah.
Yes, my daughter. Who are you?
The name. Sorry, there's so far done. Oh, I did make him a Squawkabilly. Okay. Sorry, I literally had another name. My name is Millie. Millie Curly Squawkabilly.
Oh. Okay. I vaguely remember you. Um, but yes, I'm guessing that you are here for me.
Um, I think she is. She just asked me to bring her here.
Oh. She didn't even tell you why.
No, she just needed someone to fly her, and I had a plane.
Hmm. You're the pilot. Gotcha. Well,
Not very
as
good
you.
pilot.
Hmm?
Not very good
Yeah.
pilot. Not very good pilot.
Yeah, it's a living.
Hmm.
Trying to
Okay.
forget this quick. I don't know. Like,
You know, I
do
might not
practice all
remember
the
your
time.
name.
I'm just not used to driving through sandstorms.
I may not remember your name that well, but I do remember that landing. Thought you almost killed me then, too.
Wait,
Um,
Robert?
so,
No, not Robert. Sorry, because she'd know you by the other name, which I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
What was that name again?
Theodore.
She'd be like, "Wait, Theodore?
Oh, I. Oh man, that hurts. Don't.
Theodore, is that
My
you?"
name. Oh, my name is Robert Marlowe. I have
Oh,
nothing.
I don't know, Robert. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
character
you would know me by Theodore.
Theodore.
bias.
A name I gave up a long time ago.
That sounds like a story.
Well, I used to be a. I used to. I left my home and changed my name.
Story for later time. Shall we?
We should help her out.
Yes, and finish pouring this health potion down the throat of Roland's daughter.
I
Jesus.
think you should pour some
Sugar on me.
There's Millie.
crap.
Yeah.
Well, I just arrived and I heard the great big shot and I saw her fall. I will ask later what happened, and we'll sort that out later. Shall we? Well, your ship looks like it's at an absolute state.
Yeah, I might have to come back for it. It's in need of repair. I need to run to town to get some scrap to fix it up.
We have a boat. Why don't we all get
Oh.
to the boat, get in the boat, and get to town? And
Well,
not be out here in the middle of the desert.
I'm all for it.
I'll be driving. Because I do not trust you to drive. What's your name? Looking at the
My name's
for
Millie.
this.
Millie
yes.
Curly Squawkabilly.
Yes, I'm going to be piloting this boat because, well,
That's
What's
fine,
that
because I only
boat?
know how to
Like,
drive planes, so you can drive the boat.
okay.
You know, did you ever pay Anal for that, landing bay that you completely ruined?
What are you talking about? I've never been to that now.
Well. Oh,
It's going to
I
look
thought you were the
Oh.
one that brought me.
Oh,
Sorry.
Anno! That's okay, that's right, I did bring you there. Sorry, this brain's a bit rattled. A bird of a feather gets skiddetter.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Edelfin will look down at Robert's daughter. Is she awake?
Yes, sorry, I started playing the wrong music. I was gonna play this for the bird, but yes, she is awake. She slowly starts opening her eyes. She's like, oh, my ears. Ooh,
Your ears. Wonderful.
ooh, hi.
Hi. I'm just hearing lots of all stuff, so we'll talk about it later. Are you able to stand? Do you feel capable of standing? Or do you need lifting?
She kind of looks around. Oh, sorry, yeah.
Echo looks down immediately at the man who Animus and says, once we pick you up, are you going to continue being hostile? Because I got another round of hyper voice.
What do you mean hostile? And
Oh,
then
it
she
was
kind
you.
of,
Okay, we're going to talk later.
and then as you kind of turn to look towards Echo, she's like, hostile. What do you mean? And she sees Robert again. Her eyes get super wide, and she just tries to leap at him.
I don't move.
Okay, Adelphin will do barrier,
No.
and what he will do is he will set up a barrier and box her in.
She kind of
The
just.
barrier creates
Yeah.
four
It's just a
segments.
Mr. Mime.
Yeah, basically Mr.
Nice.
Mime. But barrier creates 4 segments, each 2 meters high and 1 meter wide. And basically, I will just box her in.
Okay. You just
It
box
have
her
to be
the four
touching, which is the
sides.
reason I asked how wide she was. So if she is less than 1 meter wide, she'll be now in a box.
Okay. She
That's
kind of
funny.
leaps at Robert, and then you box her in, and she just smacks her face on this invisible wall, and she's just like, ah, like, and then she just tries to go a different way, and it doesn't work.
Can your allies walk through barriers?
Nope. It is a physical barrier,
Okay.
and it counts as blocking terrain as well.
Okay, yeah.
She is going. I wonder if she's smart. I guess she is. A little bit. She has a pretty high athletics. Yeah, you see her. She doesn't get all the way to the top, but she starts jumping off the walls, and she kind of misses the last step, and she slips and then falls back down.
Please
Headfirst
don't
into the
hurt
sand.
yourself, please.
Ah! She just screams, and she just kind of gives up and just sits there.
Please
Just-
do not
she's
remain
giving-
hostile, or else I might have to resort to tranquilizers.
She's
That
giving
won't be
Robert
necessary.
death stares, but she's not moving.
Adelphin just sort of looks over at Echo. Tranquilizers?
That's what I was thinking.
Turns back to whoever it is.
Oh.
But yeah, I will be
turns
able
out
to
to
explain
explain.
everything.
Alright. So, she kind of sits there, but, you know, obviously, you see her staring daggers at Robert. But she understands the situation she's in. She doesn't do anything. But she's not gonna say
It's-
anything.
Looks like you have something to say to Robert.
She looks at you, then she looks back to Robert, and she doesn't say anything. She just continually stares at Robert.
Well, okay. Well, you can.
Robert, you feel her aura. Like,
Sorry.
there's no real. Oh, Sean just froze, I think. Yeah, okay. We'll get back to it when he comes back then.
Well, Adelphin will as she's continuing to stare daggers at Robert. Adelphin will say, "Well, right, daughter, father problems. Good to know. There's not really any point getting angry at your father because, well, your father is not really going to do anything about it. I'm guessing that you want to probably kill him for whatever reason. I don't care. I don't really mind whatever on earth it's about. But I mean, I kind of need him right now.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I gotta change this. There we go. She just looks at you. Or no, she still looking at Robert. She says to you, "He's a traitor. Traitor!"
Oh, traitor. I'm sure he is. Well, that's something you're going to have to deal with later, because right now, if you kill him or try to do anything to him,
This is a little too happy.
I lose the person that I'm trying to. I lose somebody that I'm trying to. Well, no, not I'm trying. That is helping me to get as far away from the people that I hate.
She looks at you and she says, "You hate people too?"
One person in particular, well, two people actually, but the other one's not so bad. But one person in particular, yes.
She no longer is staring daggers at Robert, but she kind of just is almost like thinking to herself, like trying to decide what to do. But you can definitely tell she's not like thinking of like escaping or anything or doing anything stupid.
Why don't? Because I would like to know why he's a traitor. That's very interesting. I'm sure my father thinks I'm a traitor as well. Perhaps it's a good idea if you come back with us. I'll drop the barriers, don't worry. And if you try and do this again, I will just box you in again. So don't do that. Don't do that. And why don't we listen to both sides? Something that never happened for me.
Oh, listen to both sides. I heard listen bird sites. I'm like, bird sites? And she
Both
just
sides.
both sides. I'm like, she looks at Billy. What do you mean? No. She stands up kind of quick, but like almost holding her hands together and kind of like, you know, almost now impish in nature. She calms down. She just looks at you and says, "Let me go grab my things."
Okay, but I will box you in again if you try and attack Robert, even though he's now blacked out on the ground.
I didn't even do that.
Oh, I know. I've registered
Yeah.
his things
Okay,
sometimes.
I'll have more to talk with him then later. And yeah,
Well,
he
we'll
will.
talk
She
together.
will. Together. Okay.
Well, we have a ship. You don't. So if you want to get off here, you'll probably want to come with us.
And Millie just comes up to her and is like, "He has a point. We don't have this, and I gotta get this fixed up before I can go back to Dimebos." So she's like, "All right, show the way." And she'll go grab her stuff. So will Millie. As Millie kind of grabs like a toolbox, her flying license that she keeps in her little box, as she kind of climbs up into the cockpit and just trying to, because it looks like she wrenched her way out of the side, and so she takes a wrench and she kind of like digs it into the window, and she's just like, because she can't open it, so she just smashes the window open, and she crawls in the window and just grabs her stuff. She grabs she comes out with a scarf that she wraps around her neck as well. And then, why am I blanking? It's literally her name right there. Oh. And then, the girl you healed comes back, almost hugging what looks to be a couple of claws, big enough to put her wrists in. And she kind of stops next to you. She says, "The name's Kate," and then she walks towards the boat.
What did you say her name was again?
Kate. K-A-T. Yep. And then she walks towards the boat. Then she yells, "Is there supposed to be a sleeping guy in here?"
Yes.
Yes, do not bother him. He's currently recovering from his injuries.
Okay. She carefully steps in and waits for Millie to come over there too. Yeah. So is there anything you want to talk about before we continue back towards Sandy Ridge?
Nope.
Okay, in which case, I forgot I actually had music for this. Travel music stuff. I just need to refind it. Water travel. There it is. Okay. So
Also, I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem. In which case, Adolfin, do you want to roll me a d20 for the travel? This will be technically roll 2. This was a 2-day travel thing, so maybe you'll speed it up and it'll only be 1 day. So.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dang
it! All right. 6. Okay. Okay, so I will say at this point, well, Echo has already seen this when Echo was with you. So that's right. It was Robert and Henry that saw these before. You managed to follow what almost looks like a straight path back towards home. And you pass what looks to be almost like a garden of small pyramids. And when you pass by them, because you're moving too fast for them to do anything, they kind of shake and almost like lift out of the ground, and they seem to be looking like pyramids that are moving around. If you want to roll me a Pokemon education to see what these are, I don't remember if yours was that high. Do you remember what your roll was?
It's untrained, so just 2d6.
Okay. Okay, 7. Well, now that Ruru's back, Echo.
What's up?
So, we rolled the thing, and you guys passed through what looks to be a garden of pyramids. And as you guys rode past them, because you're going by too quick, they can't really do anything. But it basically almost like wakes something up, and it comes out of the ground. And you seem to find they seem to be moving pyramids. Do you want to roll a Pokemon education to see what they might be? You actually don't necessarily know what they are, but you do know they're definitely Pokemon. They're strong Pokemon, because they're definitely kind of big. So, yeah. But they kind of get out of the ground and start shuffling around. They almost look like golems, but like with pyramids on their back. So, alright, well, so with that, yeah. I almost said Robert. Echo, you want to roll me a d20?
Oh.
Okay, so yeah. As you guys kind of seem to get closer, you almost hit like a patch of what looks to be a bit of sand that's above the water that goes on for a little bit. It will take you a little bit of extra time, so I will be rolling again for the extra little bit of travel. But essentially you have to push the boat across the sand to get to the oasis where that continues to be at water. So it'll take you a little extra time. So it's still going to be about 2 days, but you know we're going to roll again. So I will roll since Edward can't. That is a 10. Oh, okay. So after getting it back into the sand, as you kind of ride along, you manage to find a settlement of almost like an encampment of tents and stuff living on one of these sandbars that are just kind of above the ground. So if you wish, with the settlement being here, they do have stuff you can buy, like berries if you want to get any kind of food here. They might have some Pokeballs that they found in the sand from people that have dropped their things. So like, if you wish to trade or buy any Pokeballs, you can as well here. So yeah. And yes, they all... Oh no.
I have 155, whatever it is in.
Okay. When Sean gets back, I'll bring it up to him again, but we will then continue in case there's anything he wants to buy when he gets back.
I'm going to make a quick buy.
Actually,
and you can sell stuff too if you want, to kind of almost like essentially trade.
well, two things. If we're going to be here, if we're going to trade here, I would like, firstly, to use my item finder.
Oh, nice. Okay, yeah. Let me go and open that pickup ability. Alright, so I'm going to need you to roll... Oh, I'm going to need to roll a d20. Dang it, because it rolls like this, I want you to roll for yourself, but yeah. Alright. That's a 14. So you find a status / healing item. So let's do lower 50, higher than 50. Higher than 50. So you get a healing item. Let's say you find a super potion.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And I would like to trade
Okay.
one Japoboka. Fucking hell.
Japaboka.
Thank you. Berry for a Pokeball.
Awesome. Yeah.
Because that is an equal trade.
Nice. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Nice. Alright, anything else you want to do while you're here? Okay, no problem. Let's see. I think. Just want to make sure. No. Yeah. Oh yeah, you said you blacked out. Okay. I just saw what Sean said, so. Okay, so. Then, Echo, do you want to roll me another d20? Ooh. Fortification. Okay, so. This happened, so I'll probably do the same thing that happened to their ship. So, when you're traveling, you actually hit what almost feels like a different type of dirt going through the thing. It's almost like peat. And it kind of like smoothens up your ship and actually kind of in a weird way fortifies it too. So it gives you an additional so like the vehicles have like a hardness or like a threshold for like how they take damage, that would be doubled. So if your ship ever takes damage, whatever your defense of your ship would actually be doubled. So for that next encounter. Yeah. Alright, and for the last one, I will roll this one. Come on, I want something cool. That's a 3. I've got this before, and it's weird how I like put it in there, how I worded it, but it's like, okay, how do I do this? Okay. Sure. Okay. I'm trying to think of how to word this, and I'm kind of thinking of it as I go. But this actually might. Okay, yeah, this actually might do that. I like that. As you guys are driving, the boat almost feels like it's getting lower into the oasis sand dirt, like mud kind of stuff. But it almost looks like it's just surrounding you, like it's not engulfing you, but it's just like as you're moving along, you're sinking. But it's not like a quicksand sink. It's more like the ground from under you is just falling, but you're still moving forward.
Look at Echo. Echo, do you know about this?
Oh, what's going on?
The
Boat is sinking.
Give me a moment. I'm going to use ground shape because of my because of magnitude.
Okay. So what do you
To
want
make
to
it-
do?
I gotta look up ground shape. Hold on, give me
Yeah, no
a
problem.
Yeah, just creating it to basic terrain.
You would have to be using your boots though, because it is because of your boots that you get that.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So how do you do it?
If
you get out of the
if a boat
or-
is sinking, then Echo's definitely using.
Okay. You do notice that there's no leaks in the boat, and it's like even though it is sinking, the sand's kind of going around the boat, almost like a. I don't know what the word is, but it's like a dip, not a dip. I know the word, but it's not there. Kind of like if you took a drop of water on like some kind of like cotton candy, it like kind of melts away, but it's not like
Yeah.
it's just doing it in a cone as you guys are moving forward. So it's almost
Oh, you mean the candy floss?
candy floss. Yeah, it's kind of creating like a slope, and you're like moving down, and then it almost turns into like a tunnel.
Oh, so it's not quicksand.
It's not quicksand, no.
Oh, okay, you got me confused.
I guess I can try to draw it. So like, if your boat is this, oops, that's a bad boat. If your boat is that, as you're moving forward, it's almost creating like this, but it's still moving forward. And then it kind of slopes down into turning into like a tunnel that keeps going forward. That's not. This is not a trumpet. Oops.
So basically, we went down a slope, and then went forward, and there's a tunnel.
Yeah, it's basically creating a tunnel where the mud is still going over you just fine, and you can see the entrance behind you. It's kind of weird.
I have no idea what is this tunnel. I'm not.
Elephant will look over to the mortal people and go, is this Pokemon related?
You're saying this to who?
To those who are more knowledgeable than I.
Oh,
so basically, Robert, or his
Okay,
daughter.
I will roll him because I know he's got a 5. So Robert. He just says, well, I mean, I know Pokemon with ground shape could probably do something like this, but none of us are doing it, and it doesn't seem like Echo is trying to do it with his boots, or with their boots. I've never seen anything like this. This is very strange.
Well, if
We
we
see
follow it,
evidence
we're bound to meet up with this Pokemon that makes this tunnel.
Do you guys keep going down the tunnel?
Well, I was about to ask, what can we see ahead of us down the tunnel?
After a bit, because it still almost looks like a wall that's just kind of forming as the boat's going into it. But after a bit, it kind of does split off and make an actual like entrance tunnel. Like there is now like a cave, but it just seems to be one big room.
If we look back behind us,
Tunnel still there?
next to Echo, well, we can keep going.
I will say, what you guys see now is definitely like just a big room. It doesn't look like there's another tunnel leading anywhere. But it's so big that's like, roll me a perception check. Yeah. I'll have him do it too. I think he's got a 3.
My perception is 2.
Okay. Oops, too many. Okay. Okay, yeah. It's hard to spot, but you guys don't see anything. Robert seems to think he notices something, so he runs over to the wall and kind of starts kind of tapping on it, and like he sees like a bump, and he's like, "Oh shit!" And he takes out some utensils that he had, almost like because he's a paleontologist, and he starts brushing away and stuff like that, and he's like, "Oh damn, there's fossils in here."
To be looking at Millie while Robert's doing this. Sorry, not Millie. Kate.
Kate, yep.
Yeah, we're looking at Kate while Robert's doing this. Watching Robert, I'm also watching Kate.
Kate's just intrigued. She's just kind of looking around like, whoa, almost kind of sense. Yeah, she's never seen anything like this.
Robert, do you think we could harvest some of these fossils if possible?
Well, I'd have to see if there's any more down here, but yeah, definitely. Here, one sec. Let me check see if I can. He's gonna make a intuition with his aura to kind of see if he can. Now that he knows there's fossils down here, it might make it easier for him to find some others. Let's kind of.
You're rolling so bad.
I know. He manages to find one more fossil.
I'm looking at Robert and I was going to say, Robert, how long will it take you to extract those fossils? Do you need to be here a day or so?
If I gouge it around it and just take the rock, I can do it on the way, but if you want me to just do it here, it might take me half a day.
Okay, well let's spend some time here. You can spend some time doing that. That's fine.
Okay. Awesome. He kind of gets a happy look on his face, even though he's got all these bandages on him, and I think he said he was healed more with the wounds now or injuries, but he still has quite a couple of them still. So
As we settle down,
yeah. Mhm.
as we settle down, because we're going to have to wait for Robert to get this done, so we'll
Yeah.
settle down for a moment. We'll take the couch. As we do that, I'm going to sidle up to Kate and go, so, what's your story? I like stories.
Well, obviously, from what you've heard, Robert's my dad, or his name was Theodore. Or what was it, Theodore? Yeah. He. Our planet's in warring times, and he was an amazing fighter. Like, I was proud of him, but he just up and left one day, and we had no idea where he went. When I got old enough and learned how to use the aura, I sensed him, and I sensed he was off the planet. But it's like he wouldn't just up and leave. He liked doing this, and that's why we. Plus, we're not doing too good over there now that he's gone too. I'm fighting those giants.
Thanks.
Oh, yes. You see, on Dimabos, there's technically another half to the planet called Luchabos. That's the dark side that the giants live on. We're technically fighting for the planet control. But there hasn't really been. It's kind of been a stalemate on both sides, and we kind of fight at the. It's called the. Let me go there quick. There it is. It's called the Aura Frost.
That means nothing to me. What does interest me though? Why are you fighting?
Well, we're trying to get our land.
Did it belong to you in the first place?
The giants are invading us, so we're trying to push them back
And why are the giants invading you?
because they want our land. I guess they just want where the light shines most. But they're just big meatheads that they don't.
So why can't you coexist?
It's hard when you're trying to deal with the meatheads. They only think about fighting, and so we need to reciprocate. And
So you only think about fighting, you don't consider any other point of view.
it's hard,
It's
especially when
reasonable.
especially when your family is known as being pretty much fighters / assassins, or fighters, mainly fighters, but you get the idea. They're good at what they do, and Theodore was good at what he did. And then he just left, and we thought we lost our best fighter.
You don't know actually what's going on, do you? You don't know the reasons.
What reason? He left.
No, I'm talking about Theodore.
I guess Robert now. I guess I can at least call him by that.
No. So, but you don't know why you're fighting. You're just fighting. And maybe Robert left because he realized why. I didn't bring him. Have you considered that?
Well, I do have to say this, and Robert did bring up this a few times. bit by bit, but I think he got sick of the fighting again.
He got sick
If
of
you're
it.
good at fighting, then you're going to get tired of it. And if that's all you do, you're going to get tired of it.
Especially, it is not good for one's mental health. It'll continue to deteriorate until either a mental break happens or, well, uh, other not fun stuff I should not say.
Let me. I gotta think.
Meanwhile, Robert's in the background going, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, he hasn't seen a fossil since leaving home, except for Q-Fetch. But yeah, he's very excited. And this is the because last time we played, we got a magic item bag, and so I decided to make it the fossil. I was trying to think of what to make it, and I was like, what do I do? And so, because Schoolie had donated it, and he said that he wanted the players to fight amongst it. So I'm like, well, I rolled it well enough where I figured I could at least see if he found any more fossils, but I only rolled a 1, so he found 2 fossils.
Yeah, you got like how many ones now? 4 ones? God dang, dude.
Yeah, that was insane.
It really depends on what Pokemon it is.
Yeah, he won't be able to tell until he gets a better look at it. In the sense of I'll be able to get a better not randomizing, but like kind of figure out what kind of fossil Pokemon might have lived on this planet back then. So, yeah. To be fair, I said that during
We'll look into silence. I'll look
intro
across
as I
to.
knew who would have. True. Oh yeah, that is true. Sorry.
No worries.
Yeah.
As we sort of lapse into silence, I look across to Millie and go, so, how long have you been a pilot?
Oh, I've been a pilot my entire life.
Your entire life. And
I'm-
you've never flown in the sandstorm.
I'm 35. Well, we don't have sandstorms on Dimebos.
Oh, you've never left your home. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
dirt storms. Dirt storms. They're colored red, so it's kind of harder to see. But technically, it is me flying. Like me flying on Dimebos would be a lot easier than me flying here because gravity is a lot different here than it is on Dimebos. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or are you just not a very good pilot?
She
Well,
starts squawking at you.
A poor workman blames his tools.
And a poor pilot blames their beak.
There you go. I'm sure you're.
Maybe you should learn to fly a plane then if you think you're so much better than me.
No, I usually had other people do that for me.
That's a thing.
I am
just
the pilot
enjoy,
for my friends.
I always just thought piloting was fun. That's why I do it.
That's fine.
I mean,
You're
you gotta land somehow.
I don't really have this expression.
And from what I've heard from Robert, he crashed in one of the hangars in some space station.
I'm gonna have her roll a general education because I'm gonna generally say she doesn't remember.
As Millie is thinking.
Oh, that's space station. She starts laughing. Yeah, I had to spend 3 years working there just to pay that off.
Edison was saying, you're just a psychic without some dreams. That's all.
I'm not a psychic, I'm a bird.
Oh, right. You're a... How can I make this work? You're a bird in a different sky.
like it because I'm literally in a different sky. That makes way more sense. Well,
That's
like,
all.
yeah.
Just a little bit of inexperience.
Good job.
She walks away. She's like, but thank you. I feel a little better. But I usually am better at flying. I promise.
I believe you.
Please, if you do try to fly again, use a simulation.
Edelfin, or rather, no, I'm Edelfin.
Yes, what is it, Adolfin?
Echo,
Yes.
have you ever heard of tact?
What is that?
I don't think so. Oh, by the way, Edelfin, Echo,
That's your twin brother, Adolfin.
again, damn it. Echo,
Out of character, are you good?
I'm good, yeah. Just because I kept thinking Edelfin does this, Edelfin does that, Edelfin does that. Now I'm in the character, I keep forgetting that. Doesn't
That's
matter.
awesome.
Echo, what did you do during the fight?
We had to fight a orc worm.
No. Against what did you do against Kate?
I used hyper voice
Why?
because she attacked Robert first, and I was invisible while phasing, and she acted hostile, so I resorted to acting hostile right back. She
By the way-
attacked Robert.
The phasing is something new to you, because that would have been during the Orc Room fight. Yeah.
Okay. Well, so you acted on instinct. Did you know that she was his daughter before she attacked him?
Robert told me he had a daughter, but never really told me what she looked like.
So you didn't know and you just instantly acted upon very small visual notice. Perhaps talk first instead of instantly being hostile, or maybe perhaps do something that's a little bit more defensive first to gain a lie of the situation so that you may act accordingly in the future.
I'll have to rewrite some of my directives then.
I wouldn't say rewrite your directives, just have a bit more patience before. Good lord, I'm sounding like my father. A bit more patience before acting.
I will keep that in. Actually, yes, I will keep that in my tree.
I think that means you will keep it in mind, I think. Okay. I am still getting used to the fact you're an android.
I'll just do that for now.
Oh, I'm Robert, by the way. Woo.
As he kind of turns to look at, as he's like got his little, he's got like a chisel with a hammer ready to just, yeah.
Oh, I was saying this out of character.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said.
Yeah, I mean,
Robert.
look at the screen. I'm Robert.
No, I know that was I messed up.
Oh yeah, I'm Echo right now as well.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to both of them.
Yeah, let me do this because I can fix that quick. Dupe. Dupe.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Actually, I do have an idea.
There we go. And then
Oh, I'm not here anymore. Hi!
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, we'll just do that for now. That works. Takes a little extra time, but that's fine.
We'll probably sort of potter around then for a little bit until Robert's done.
Okay. While you're kind of walking around and waiting for Robert, it's interesting because the walls still feel like it's almost like if you know how like when when you get a pocket of air in like mud, and like if you like kind of step in it, you can feel your foot kind of slip into air, and then it kind of goes bloop, kind of thing. It's almost like you're inside of a mud air pocket. Like it's still like moving around above you. Like almost like the sand oasis is kind of like the mud is still shifting. And the walls are like, it's just some of the parts down below here are a little harder than up there.
Can Echo make a perception check just in case, to see if there's anything else within the room,
Yeah, sure.
including fossils?
Go ahead. It will be a little bit harder
Can you
for
roll
fossils
for
though.
it?
Oh, yeah. It will be a little bit harder because you're not a paleontologist, so you don't necessarily know what you're looking for. What is your perception?
It's a novice.
So that's 2, 3.
Yeah,
think 3. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you don't really see any fossils or anything like that. But you do see what almost looks like harder dirt in the wall. This is that same peat stuff that your ship went through to get that extra bit of fortification. If you want to take some of this for the future, you can then maybe use it on something else. Like if you want to use it in the future to get that bonus. If you ever get into like a ship fight or something, you can use it on your ship to get the defense buff for that encounter.
I
And
would
you-
take some.
Nice. So yeah, you walk over to the wall and you kind of take your hand and you kind of grab some of this peat-like stuff. You pull out of the ground. It's got a mixture of some grass and dirt, which was weird because you haven't seen any grass around here lately. Most of it is kind of nearby the mountains. But yeah, there's definitely some kind of peat mixed with dirt and soil and sand and grass. So, yep. All right. Anything else you wish to do?
That's about it.
Okay. I will say.
But I
nope.
have to. I do have to dip though. Because
Okay, no
I'm
problem.
getting there.
So I'll take a well, not a break, but yeah, you can go ahead. We'll see you later, River. I will explain that. Yeah, basically all Sean's gonna do right now is just, or Robert will be doing is just finishing up his stuff, getting these fossils out, and he will be getting 2 fossils. And once he finds out what kind of fossils they are, you will then be able to, you guys will be able to decide who wants what.
Alright, at least we got a lab back thing the bug, so.
Yeah. He does have a portable, like a small portable one on him, so, but if, I'm gonna kind of base the fossil based on the size of the Pokemon as well. So, he might need a bigger one in order to get a bigger Pokemon fossil in there. So.
I could always upgrade it.
Sounds good. Alright.
Alright,
I'll go to
I'm
one.
leaving.
Alright. So, Adolfin. You see, as Echo had to dip and go into sleep mode, so he goes back to the ship and kind of takes a rest. But not before he goes over to the wall and grabs some of this dirt, sand, mud mix. It's basically like the peat stuff that was from the that the ship was gliding over before to increase its fortification. So he got it's like a one-time use that he can rub it on a ship, like, as long as he's able to get outside of the ship. He can't use it in space, but it's like he can put it on a ship or a car or whatever, and basically for that encounter that they have happen, it'll increase the defense of the armor of the ship by double.
Nice.
Yeah. So he got that. Robert has finished getting the 2 fossils, and he will get back to the ship or to the boat, and he's going to be kind of studying them to kind of find out what kind of fossils they are for what kind of Pokemon. And yeah, and then also, or he won't go to sleep mode. Echo will get back on the ship to drive the boat back up the way they came. And yeah, it's kind of cool because like even though like you came down this air pocket, now that it's open, when you leave, the opening stays, and it's like the cave just stays there. So it's a place you can come back to if you ever want to try and find more fossils.
Definitely, I'll make a note of that.
Yeah. Unless there's like a sandstorm or like a big like ocean's like sandy storm that happens, in which case then maybe it'll do it. But that'll be like that won't be necessarily, that'll be like super weather if that ever happens kind of thing. So for now this tunnel is still open, and you can always go down here to see if you can find any more cool stuff if you want to come back this way to look again. So because that did take a little extra time, I will do one more d20 roll. But this one will be the last one no matter what. So unless it's like a blocked path or something, but yeah. But you guys start heading back towards the town, and with this last roll, ooh, nice, awesome. So right before you get back to the town, because I don't know what kind of item you guys go. I think I was just doing the pickup ability kind of thing too. You find, I'm gonna roll a d20. Oh. Okay. So you think, yeah, you think you see something in the sand, you know, as you're passing by. You go to reach in, and you just grab a bunch of sand. It's mist, and you don't find anything. Dang it! Hi, Varian. How you doing, John? Yeah. So I really wish I didn't roll a 1.
Oh well.
Oh well, that's fine. Alright, but shortly, yeah, as you kind of dip your hand into the sand to pick up what you think you found as maybe something like a Pokeball or even something else, it's just a stick or something, so nothing much. Actually, yeah, we'll say you find a stick. I don't know if it... Yeah.
Stick.
Yeah, and then you guys come into the port, and you find yourself back at Sandy Ridge. Let me get the town. Sorry. Was it up here? Oh, that's. We'll just do. I thought I didn't really need to put some more town music in. But yeah, we'll just do that for now. Yeah, that's fine. So, oh, that's too internet-y. Hang on. My bad. You know what? Fine. Let's just go with that. Yeah. So you guys, as you come back into the town, you kind of find your ship back again. Actually, you know what? We'll just do the spaceship thing. That works. I gotta get back to your spaceship because I'm pretty sure that's where you guys are going anyway. Just straight to the ship. Oh my god, I'm going the wrong way. There's so much. Okay, hang on. Down up. You know what? There's Gilead Town theme. Ah, there we go. Okay. Sorry. So yeah, as you guys pull into the town, you get your rental back, but he asks you where the second boat is. Because he remembers Robert and Henry taking a boat out.
Mm-hmm. Edelfin doesn't know anything about that. So he looks at him and says, second boat? I only had one.
Let me look up. I need to open up Robert's thing. Robert, where's your character sheet, Robert? There it is. Okay, yeah, I'll try that. Okay, he goes, oh, you know Roscoe. He had to stay back because he was getting the gems back from the psychos. So he'll be back with it. So I'm gonna have to make 2 rolls. There was that, and then this. Okay. I will do. Okay. He's like, oh yeah, Roscoe's usually pretty good about bringing back boats. Good thing you let me know. I'll wait for him then when he gets back.
Okay.
You actually remember there was a second boat because there was boat parts outside of the camp. Because Echo went and got some of the scraps.
Yeah, but I don't think Edelfin would have.
Oh yeah, got it.
Fine.
Yeah, true. Okay. So yeah, he just kind of was like, yeah, Roscoe's gonna bring it back. And he's like, oh, Roscoe, I know who. Yeah, the sheriff will bring it back. That's good. Thank you for letting me know.
Most welcome.
And then you guys kind of rush up towards the ship, and Robert's just like, ugh. I feel bad for Roscoe.
Was there a second one?
Yeah, there was a second boat. You remember on the walkie when we were talking, and then we went, oh fuck, it got blasted? You heard a crash?
No, because I was a bit,
You actually do remember when you called them before you left the town?
Right.
That they got hit, and they went, oh, and they got, like, thrown, and you heard a crash.
Oh, that was you, was it?
Yeah, that was us. That's why I was, like, super battered and stuff. We actually fell, like, 50 feet. It was crazy.
Okay, let's head back to the ship.
Yeah, let's head back to the ship. And then you guys kind of rush ready off to the ship. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, once you get back to the ship, because we're kind of scattered and everything, I don't know. I think Sean did definitely want to talk as a group about what to do next. So I think that's where I will leave it today's stream. Everybody just kind of like left straight off, and I'm like, well, it wasn't his fault. River, I think he had something to do right then, so that was okay, fine, also. But yeah, hopefully next week we'll all be here. Maybe not all, but, you know, you never know. For you, with your work and stuff, right?
Me?
Yeah. Because do you work next week, or? We could talk about it after the stream. Sorry.
I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, so we're gonna leave that at today. That was a freaking awesome stream. I love that. You coming in and like halfway, I got surprised. I was like, I don't know if he's gonna make it because he's waiting for his phone call, and then you showed up, and I'm like, and then it was exciting. But yeah, we're gonna end that today. Did you have any favorable moments today, Edward?
Yes, actually. I do. It was
Actually, yeah.
It was basically telling Robert's daughter that she's self-centered and indoctrinated in the most gentle way. But telling her that.
Nice. That is
So
crazy.
basically go, yeah, you know, perhaps you need to think of something else apart from yourself.
Yeah, she's
That
got
was,
some stuff
that
to
was
think
fun.
about.
I very much enjoyed that.
Yeah, definitely got some stuff to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, I gotta hit that one. So, I think my favorite part was definitely the weird when you rolled a 2. No, what was it again? Yeah, when you rolled a 4. Oh my god, I've got hiccups. Ugh. I think it was when Echo rolled the 4 for the road travel, and it just popped up weird place. That's all I got it labeled on the travel stuff, and I'm like, what do I do? But I'm like, I have to wear a weird place, and I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. So then I'm like, yeah, you guys find a pocket of sand, like air pocket in the sand that's just there, and then the whole, I brought them that item from before. I'm like, yeah, it's a perfect spot to be in that. So that was my favorite part, honestly, just being able to get you guys those items that I finally got from donated and stuff. Yeah. So we'll have to find out. I'll be finding out what kind of fossils they are when we finish before next week. And yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Let's go see if anyone's live really quick.
Yeah, I know who's live.
Oh,
I know
you do?
who's live.
Who's
Yeah,
live?
Alejandro.
Jeff's live?
Yes.
Hell yeah,
He's
let's
live.
do it.
Let's
All
go
right.
raid him.
Yeah. Alright, I need to go and click on him so I can do that. Ooh, he's playing Manor Lords?
Yeah, Man of Lords.
Nice. Okay, yeah. Whoops. I'm a king that nobody voted for. That's funny. Whoops. Alright, let me copy that because it's a little faster. But yeah, also, so if you'd like to see any past things I've done, once again, once I find the time to actually be able to edit and post these stuff to YouTube, I will be posting all of these on YouTube as well. I plan to try and do that with campaign 1 as well, but if I don't get to that, I think at least this campaign 2 is one I definitely want to upload to YouTube. But if you want to check out anything in the past that I've done, you can go check that out there. If you'd like to join the Discord, you can join the Immersion Matrix there and see when we go live. We always try to go live every Wednesday for the Pokemon Tabletop at least. But stuff happens, work gets in the, or not work gets in the way, life gets in the way. But it's all fine, we always appreciate work in life. Yeah. Oh yeah, so let me just do that quick before I forget. /raid Alejandro. There we go. Alright, so yeah. If you'd like to go see any of the stuff, just go check out this past stuff. I always post on Discord and Twitter when I go live. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. This has been Immersion Diversion, or Roll for Immersion, and we roll the immersion to you. See ya. Have a good night, everybody.
Whee!
Bye.